corrupt minds, and destitute of truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself.
What you say?
In constant friction between men of corrupt mind, who have been robbed of the truth.
That's all it said?
And who think that godliness is a means to financial gain.
Nothing at all to do with the verse, man. Philippians 3:16. Philippians 3:16.
Get out of there now.
Okay. Absolutely not. We can get that too. Thank you, brother. Philippians 3:16.
That's full. Philippians chapter 3 verse 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing.
Let us mind the same thing. What you will say?
Only let us live up to what we have already attained.
Horrible, man. Absolutely horrible. Let's go to Galatians 3:1. Because the truth don't lie. The truth don't lie. Galatians 3:1.
Galatians 3:1. O foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you, that ye should not obey the truth?
That you should not do what?
Obey the truth.
What you will say?
You foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you. Before your very eyes, Jesus Christ was clearly portrayed as crucified.
What happened to the truth? What happened to that ye should not obey the truth? They don't want you to obey the truth, brothers and sisters. What was the scripture my brother just brought out? What was that scripture?
Isaiah 14:12.
Let's go to Isaiah 14:12.
Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
What you will say?
How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star.
O morning star. So they make it see, they'll take that and tell you that that's Christ. That's what they use to say that Christ. That's Christ right there. Trickery, man. Luke 20:23. Because Christ was telling others who was trying to take hold of his word. This is what they were trying to do.
Luke 20:23.
Yes, 20 and 23.
Luke chapter 20 verse 23. But he perceived their craftiness and said unto them, why tempt ye me?
What you will say?
He saw through their duplicity and said to them,
What did he say?
show me a denarius.
Is that the next verse? So basically, in other words, read yours.
But he perceived their craftiness and said unto them, why tempt ye me?
That's the end of the scripture, right?
That's
All right,
question.
the end of your scripture's in.
He said through their he saw through their duplicity and said to them, show me a denarius, who portrayed an inscription.
What is that? Who is denarius? What is that? Matthew 23 and 14. And our brothers will hold dearly to this book, man. Our brothers and sisters hold dearly. No, you can't tell me nothing about my NIV. It's way more better and understandable to understand. You ain't understanding nothing. Okay?
23 and what?
Matthew 23 and 14.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 14. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation.
So you want to know why they say long prayers? This is why. Because he just told you ain't supposed to be saying long repetition, long prayers. What you want to say?
It's not in there.
It's not what?
It's not in there.
It's not in there. You can't find that scripture in there. That's why everybody's doing all type of singing and dancing and saying all these unknown tongues and praying these long prayers. That verse is not in there. You will not find Matthew 23 and 14 in your NIV. Okay? Matthew 11 and 26. I'm sorry, Mark 11 and 26. I want y'all to really listen to this verse carefully because this is very important.
Mark chapter 11, verse 26. But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses.
What you want to say?
It's not in there.
Say it again.
It's not in there.
Read yours again, man.
Mark 11 and 26. But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses.
So if you don't forgive your brother or your sister for something that she's did against you, your Father is not going to forgive you. And that scripture is what?
It's not in there.
It's not in the NIV Bible. Okay, so you thinking it's okay to hold grudges against your brother or your sister because you don't know no better. Why? Because you profess to hold your NIV, and your NIV is more clear to understand than the King James Version Bible. Whew, boy. Let's get Matthew 20 and 16.
Matthew chapter 20, verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called.
A lot of us is called, right? A lot of us is called to do this work. Read.
But few chosen.
But few chosen. What you want to say?
So the last will be first, and the first will be last.
That's it. No many are called, and few are chosen. Matthew. Let's go to Mark 6 and 11. Mark 6 and 11.
Mark chapter 6, verse 11. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when ye depart thence, shake off the dust under your feet for a testimony against them. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
For all these people that don't want to listen to the true gospel that's being spoken to every city in these states, you have a prophet in every. It's always somebody that know the truth in these states. It says it was more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in that day of judgment than for that city because you didn't listen. What yours say in the NIV?
And if any place will not welcome you or listen to you, shake the dust off your feet when you leave, as a testimony against them.
Man. Let's go to Luke 9 and 55. Luke 9 and 55. NIV versus the King James. There's no comparison.
Luke chapter 9, verse 55. But he turned and rebuked them, and said, Ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of.
Read yours.
But Jesus turned and rebuked them, and they went to another village.
Man. St. John 5 and 4. Let's talk about Christ's miracles. Okay, we all know that Christ did a lot of different miracles. Let's talk about them. Let's see what the NIV has in theirs.
5 and 54.
St. John 5 and